let's go ahead and talk about the backing that Carla sent over for her wonderful Harry Potter quilt. She's making this for her sister or sister-in-law, and yes, she sent it over. Carla mailed this to me. I take quilts by mail. Please consider dropping a quilt in the mail to me. Of course, let's have a conversation first so I know that you're sending it. But I've had excellent luck receiving quilts by mail and sending quilts by mail. And I'm very fastidious about returning your quilt to you in an excellent, excellent situation. So let's go ahead and talk about Minky right here. She did incorporate this gorgeous black Minky right here. You can see how well those beautiful eddy swirls are showing up on that Minky backing. I love it so, so much. The color of thread that I'm using is it's actually called Egyptian Topaz, and it's turning out gorgeous on the front. On the backing, you can't even see what color the thread is. If I get really close, sometimes you can get it on these points, but for the most part, I could have used a dark blue, a dark purple, a charcoal gray, a black. Anything would have worked on the back. But I might as well combine them together and make sure everything's going to be the same color. It worked really well. So a couple things about Minky. One is she pieced the Minky. When you piece the Minky, a couple things you want to be aware of. Leaving a nice wide seam like she did right there. Yay! I love that so, so much. That's really distributing the bulk, which is a wonderful thing to do when you have Minky. She also made sure that her nap was going the same direction. This is the top of the nap. It's going this way. This is the top of the quilt. The quilt is 81 by 63. So this is actually the top right here. And I'm able to run that wonderful seam horizontal and only have to watch it one time. If it was vertical, it would actually cause some hammocking in the center because of the tension. Speaking of tension, you want to make sure that your tension is always excellent anytime that you are splicing seaming together a backing, but particularly when you're doing Minky. And Carla did an excellent job on that. So I'm not having to worry about that at all. I'm able to watch it and see it go up beautifully in there. Something about Minky, the fibers here can do some bearding. They can actually pull up toward the front with the way that the thread and the needle are pulling upward. So because of that, it can be nice to combine the color of thread with the same color or a close proximity to the color of the backing. But I felt like with the small amount of bearding that was happening here, it would be worth it to use the bold gold. I love the gold color on this mystical quilt right here. It just feels more magical and intriguing, and the black can really sink in. There is a little bit of bearding, but it's almost always happening on the yellow sections right here. You can see it pulling up a little bit. But I will say, as the quilt gets used, as it gets moved around, as it gets washed, those will sink down a little bit. So not to worry so much.